Hello YouTube and welcome to my predictions for the AFC Central Division in the 2017 season. In fourth place, I predict the Cleveland Browns. Now, everybody knows how bad the Browns were last year now. Dangerously close they came to that 0-16 season. However, they had a really good draft. Myles Garrett, Jabril Peppers, Deshaun Kaiser, the top three names in that class. And David Njoku too, my bad. But those are four, I think, really solid picks for the team. However, besides them, Joe Hayden and Joe Thomas are the only two really all Pro Bowl type players in the team. So I'm expecting a slight wing increase for the team, probably around four or five max, probably more like 3 or 4. But this team, in a few years, if they continue drafting the way they did this year, I think we can expect playoffs from them. I think the team's on an upward, but however, this year I think they're going to remain in the basement of the AFC Central. Coming in the third position, I will predict the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think they're going to be that much better than the Browns, to be honest. This Bengals roster is aging. Andy Dalton has shown that he cannot be relied upon as a quarterback in the National Football League, especially come playoff time. And this defense with the nasty Pac-Man Jones and Perfect, I really don't think they can keep their heads screwed any longer. They got AJ Green, Jeremy Hill ran himself out of the league, and Joe Mixon I don't think is going to be that good either. How is he going to be able to handle the pressure, of handling what he did? So I think he's going to melt, and I think this team's going to be 5-11. Coming in the second position, I predict the Baltimore Ravens. Now, last year, the Baltimore Ravens couldn't run the ball, and they couldn't throw the ball, so their defense is always top half of the league. But last year, they really had issues running and throwing the ball in all facets of offense. Justin Tucker saved them some games, though. This year, they added Jeremy Maclin, to their offense. Their running game is still a question mark. Their offensive line is pretty good, and their defense is always top half of the league, as I said. But how is Joe Flacco going to play this year? And Dennis Pitta, will he stay healthy? Probably not. He hasn't in years, I don't think. But I think this team will finish 8-8 or 7-9. This team is mediocre and will not have that good of a season. However, they're better than the two teams I mentioned previous. And the team that will win the AFC Central will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the Steelers have the juggernaut offense. Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Martavis Bryant, that good tight end Jesse James, who I actually really liked when I saw him play last year. And their defense, they drafted TJ Watt, and the Steelers are always put out a good defense. They always have, and they probably always will put out a good defense. And their systems, and I think this year is the year the Steelers can make a run at it. Like last year, they made it to the AFC Championship game, but they were outclassed. I think this year, if they make it, the Patriots, it's going to be a good game. Now, the Patriots got better too, but I think the Steelers, Martavis Bryant's a huge addition coming off. If he plays this year, I'm predicting he will play. And I think this team's due for a 12-4 record. 12-4, that's my prediction. So leave me down in the comments below if you agree with my positions or not, and we'll come at you with the next predictions for the next division, the AFC South, tomorrow. Thanks, YouTube. See you tomorrow.